Nokia N80 assembly. Be sure to be connected to the earth connection box and your ESD wristband. You will need the following tools: straight metal tweezers, a DC plug, a torque driver with a Torx Plus size 6-bit, an SS45 camera removal tool, and an SS51 camera removal tool. Pay attention to the correct alignment of the 3MP camera and insert it into its socket. Position the flash LED in the antenna assembly with tweezers. Use the back of the SS45 to press the flash LED gently into its housing. Insert the antenna assembly in the B-cover assembly. Note the guide pin on the IHF speaker. Insert the IHF speaker into its housing in the antenna assembly. Fit the SD card door into its slot in the B-cover assembly. Use tweezers to place the Bluetooth antenna into the B-cover assembly. Place the battery base assembly into its position in the B-cover assembly. Insert the camera key in the B-cover assembly. Use tweezers to place the C-cover catch into its housing in the B-cover assembly. Put the C-cover catch spring into its housing in the B-cover assembly and press it gently into position. Place the microphone in its housing in the B-cover assembly and press it into position. Place the DC jack in the B-cover assembly with tweezers and use the DC plug to lock it into position. Insert the vibra in the B-cover assembly. Set the camera macro key to the middle position. Also move the camera macro lever of the 3MP camera to the middle position and position the engine module in the B-cover assembly, starting from the bottom. Check the correct fitting of the camera macro key with the macro lever through the window of the battery compartment. Then press the engine module gently into the B-cover assembly. Connect the Flex Icon module to the engine module. Fit the UI frame assembly to the engine shield assembly and place the unit on the B-cover assembly, slotting the flex connector through as shown. Move the slide assembly to the position shown. Insert the screws with tweezers. Set the correct torque. To avoid damaging the plastic threads, first turn the screws slightly left to engage the thread, then tighten them lightly. Tighten them to the correct torque in the order shown. Move the slide assembly to the position shown. Place the ITU key mat in its correct position. Secure the ITU key mat with the key mat bezel, beginning at the bottom. Click all the snaps into place. Close the slide assembly. Place the 1MJ UI PWB assembly in the UI frame assembly. Take care not to damage the two guide pins during the assembly. Close the Flex Eye Con module connector, noting the beveled corner. Pay attention to the correct alignment of the camera VGA and insert it into its socket. Place the earpiece in its housing and the UI support. Place the UI support in the UI frame assembly. Note the correct position. Use tweezers to insert the screws. Set the correct torque. To avoid damaging the plastic threads, first turn the screws slightly left to engage the thread, then tighten them lightly. Tighten them to the correct torque in the order shown. Insert the LCD K2 into the UI frame assembly and press it gently into position. Close the LCD K2 connector with finger pressure. Place the UI key mat PWB S60 assembly on the UI frame assembly, noting the guide pins to ensure the correct positioning. Insert the screws with tweezers. Set the correct torque. To avoid damaging the plastic threads, first turn the screws slightly left to engage the thread, then tighten them lightly, before tightening them to the correct torque in the order shown. Position the key mat S60 in the A cover. Remove the protective film from the inner side window of the A cover. Remove the protective film from the LCD K2. Place the assembly in the A cover, starting from the bottom. Open the slide assembly and close the snaps. Insert the screws with tweezers. Set the correct torque. To avoid damaging the plastic threads, first turn the screws slightly left to engage the thread, then tighten them lightly. Tighten them to the correct torque in the order shown. Complete the assembly with the C cover. Finally, check the A cover window and the camera window for cleanliness. And replace the protective film. The assembly procedure is now finished.